come back from Wisconsin where I was playing in a band for a couple of months, and I met these guys in a band called the Elephant's Memory. Anyone ever hear of them? No, right?
No.
One person? Not even one person. They had a minor hit, and they were really cool guys, lived in the city, and they were friends of a friend. I was hanging out with them. They said, our bass player quit. They said, you know anybody? I said, yeah, I play bass. And they said, okay, can you rehearse with us tomorrow? And I thought, fuck, I gotta buy a bass. So I went out real quick, traded in one of my guitars, I got a bass, and I started rehearsing with them. And they were pretty good, but the guitar player wasn't that great. And after about a week and a half or so, I thought, you know, I'm better than that guitar player. Do I want to play bass to his guitar? And then get known as a bass player? God.
Richie.
Sorry, George.
What kind of thing is that to say?
I love you, George.
I know you do.
Yeah.
So I said, no, I don't want to do this anymore. And I said, guys, I'm sorry, I wasted your time. I don't want to play bass. I'm going back to Wisconsin. I'm putting my old group back together out there. So he said, okay, that's cool, we get it. So then guess what? 3 months later, John Lennon took them as his backup band. John Lennon. So I was in touch with them still, and they said, look, we're going to play Madison Square Garden with John Lennon, and we feel bad that you're not in the band, and you know, blah, blah, blah. So we'll tell them you were a roadie, and you hang out backstage with us, and you can meet John. So now I wasn't even a bass player, I was a roadie. So I was just leaning up against the door backstage, there weren't many people back there, and then the door started pushing out, you know, and I thought, what the you know. So I moved out of the way, and John Lennon walked out, and his guitar was up like this, and he had it on, and he had Yoko here, and he was wearing that army uniform thing, and he looked at me, and I was like, oh my God, and he said, is this the whole audience? And I said, well, no. And I didn't know what else to say at that point.
And that was it?
That was it, really. He just smiled, and I was like, I was standing this far from John Lennon, but now it's George. So, here we go.